Time to rock and roll.
It worked today. Amazing.
Amazing.
Recording in progress.
Hello, cruel world. This is Ace Vaughn Johnson from Faster Pussycat and LA Guns. Just letting you know you're listening to the Gary Brugman podcast. Rock and roll.
Yo, 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 it's your man, Big Daddy Roughneck. You're tuned into the Gary Brugman podcast. Prepare to be entertained.
Hello, America. Hello, Texas. This is Gary Brugman. Welcome to another episode of the Gary Brugman podcast. I got my buddy Big Daddy Roughneck here with you today. I've also got my brother Keith Berry here from 51Fifty Rifles. We're going to talk all about SHOT Show, so hold on to something tight because we're going to be banging off all kinds of guardrails today. So let's get to it. What's up, Big Daddy Roughneck? You need to unmute yourself, sir. There you go.
How are you, Mr. Brugman? You know it happens every episode.
Yeah, every single time. You need to learn. You need to learn. Unmute before you speak.
I can't believe it's the 90th episode of the Gary Brugman podcast.
90th episode, brother. 90. You know, had we not taken a big break last year because of certain reasons, we would have been almost at 200.
Yeah.
We would have been almost at 200, man. So, so brother, before we get started, I need to talk about Corporal Jonathan Bowling real quick. Corporal Jonathan Bowling was a U.S. Marine. He was a reserve. He was a police officer in Martinsville, Virginia. And, of course, he's my friend Daryl Bowling's son. And he got blown up at the Haditha Dam back in on this day in 2005. And we just want to remember him today. He was 24 years old. And his dad asked him why he wanted to join the Marines and go over there. He said because somebody has to do it. If it's not him, it's going to be somebody else. So we just want to keep him in our memories today. And it's his dad's one of my best friends, the Oak Ridge Boys, who he works for now. Some of my best friends. And I talked to Daryl today. He's in good spirits, man. He went out to visit Jonathan at the family site, and it's all good. So why are we having all these cop killings lately, man? We've got 3 in Texas. You know, New York City's going crazy. It's like the whole world's undone. And I've said this before. I believe all of this shit, this war against the police, started with my case 21 years ago. Because before that, I mean, yeah, they prosecuted a couple of cops that were actually bad cops. But
LAPD is what you always heard.
Right.
LAPD has been dirty for ever.
Yep, and Keith, kick in on this anytime you want. You know,
how about an introduction?
Well, I was waiting for the big introduction, but everybody, I got my brother Keith Berry here. He is the owner of 51Fifty Rifles. We were just together in Vegas for a week at SHOT Show, and man, you got to see this product that we're going to talk about here. Welcome to the Gary Brugman podcast, Keith.
Thank you, sir.
You know,
glad to be here.
You know, you just told me before we started the show that I'm screwed because I'm part of the family now. Now that you're on the podcast, so are you.
Hey, more family the better, man.
That's it, brother. That's it. So let's just go ahead and get into it, man. I was able and blessed to go to SHOT Show this year. I've been watching it for a long time. I always wanted to go to SHOT Show, but you know, before the pardon, it was kind of hard, you know. But I got a pardon now. So last year's SHOT Show was canceled, and this is the first year that they've had it since the China virus started. So China. It's from China. So, dude, Keith was amazing and allowed me to go out there with him, take pictures of the booth and the whole event. And
we're glad to have you, man. You're a welcome part of the family. Everybody loved you,
dude. It was great. Even that David character. What are you gonna do with him? Are you gonna keep him?
Tom? Yeah, we love Tom.
Yeah, exactly.
That guy.
Yeah, that guy. He's very important to us.
Right.
He's our partner. He makes everything, all the crazy shit that I think of.
Dude, and let me tell you, the guy's amazing. I was watching him, you know, put some stuff together, last minute stuff there, and he was doing the thing with the screw, and I forgot with the tap and die.
He was cleaning out with tap. Yeah,
and I was like, oh my God, I would have stripped that already. I would have stripped that a long time ago. But Keith, tell us about your product, man. Tell us what you got going.
So, the AR was born in 1958. Thank you, Eugene Stoner, for that. But nothing has happened since then. And we've spent the last 2 years talking to active duty, prior service military, and law enforcement, as well as competitive shooters. And all of them universally say the same thing. And that is that the biggest drawback to the AR M4 platform, M16, however far back you want to look at, is the pivot pin takedown pin system. You were in the booth when many of our former, veterans told us some very sad stories about how the pin system failed and they need to get in their gun and then beating on the side of their gun with a rock, breaking it off, and having to use wire or paracord to tie the gun back together. And so we don't want our law enforcement or veteran, military to ever have to do this.
And that's one of the things that we always carried when I was in the Border Patrol. We carried spare pins, right? In case anything went wrong, that and springs and all that kind of stuff. Right.
So, basically, here's our new gun. This is actually the test gun that we ran over twice with our truck. Woo! And went to a system that's user adjustable. It's that simple. That's it. Wow. Your gun. That's it.
Nice. And I saw this over and over. And every time I saw these guys do it with each different gun, it was just amazing the way they did it. And everybody that walked by, they're like, hey, can I show you this? People were like, well. And then they did it. We're like, whoa, what'd you just do there?
What is that?
Well, yeah, exactly. Why they just, people were just floored by it, man.
Yeah, we started saying they weren't paying attention. We're like, hey, you want to see a magic trick?
Mm-hmm. Dude, and then they come back.
I don't like magic, and we do it anyways.
And then they would come back with more people. Hey, check this out. Can you do that again?
Yeah. Or they came back for the beer. One of them.
Exactly. Don't talk to me about.
They're coming back.
Dude. So they worked on these till the last minute. They drove out to Vegas, right? Mm-hmm. With almost $250,000 worth of freaking guns and equipment and stuff, and drove all the way to Vegas. Got there, set it up. I got there Monday morning. My flight was delayed. I was supposed to be on Monday morning. I got there around noon. And almost everything but the graphics was set up, and they just worked right on through, man. It was freaking awesome. And once I started playing with the guns, I was like, this is pretty freaking cool.
Yeah, they're fun.
Yep.
They're a lot of fun.
We had a lot of people come by, and then we started getting some big names coming by, When Randy Couture was there, we had a meet and greet with Randy on Thursday, and I was there taking pictures. And all of a sudden I hear, is that Gary Brugman? I turn around and it's Sheriff Lamb,
nice American Sheriff.
Yeah. And the American Sheriff was there, and everybody just flipped out in the booth. People started coming because he was there, and him and Randy were there at the same time. Dude, it was such a great time, the whole thing. And then before that,
he also had Officer Brandon Tatum.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Officer Tatum was in the booth also.
So, I mean, everybody was coming by, man. Eli never made it. I talked to him. He said he was trying to make it, but I didn't see him come by.
Eli didn't make it.
Yeah, I was with him the night before, and he said he was coming, but I didn't see him. But the whole SHOT Show, man, my heels were killing me. My feet were killing me.
I warned you.
I know you did. I thought I brought my good boots. I brought my tactical boots, and my heels were killing me. I had to put my cowboy boots back on, And my cowboy boots were more comfortable. I walked around all day in those.
She done like my wife. She was wearing husky slippers.
I saw those. I got pictures of those. Dude, it's like, dude, what am I going to do? Am I going to carry the 43X with my combat boots? Or should I take my 19X with my Timberlands? You know what? I'll just take the AK and these pink bunny slippers. And these pink bunny slippers, because that's what they were like, man. Dude, they looked really, really cute on her, though. I know she's listening. Listening.
Right next to me.
Keith, can I ask you a question?
Yes.
How did you come up with the name 51Fifty? I mean, in police code, that's EDP in my book.
So it's police code for basically crazy.
Yep.
And so our first builds, when we got started were for charities, and people kept saying how crazy they were. And, you know, I'm born and raised in refugee from California, and
we are both refugees from New York.
I'm a refugee from New York.
Yeah, so it just kind of fit. We have a lot of friends and family in law enforcement, and you know, we do fundraising for the National Fallen Officers Foundation.
Nice.
So it just all fell in line.
That's a great name, man. Great name. And it's 5150, the word 50.
Yep,
Yes.
you see it right here. I'll put it up here or somewhere around me. You'll see it by the time this episode airs. But coming up with the concept, I mean, are you an engineer, Keith? I mean,
Yes, sir.
so
No, I spent the last 19 years in the car industry.
I remember I visited you. So you had the vision of what you wanted to do. So how did you bring that to a reality? I guess that's what I'm trying to get at. I mean,
I drew a really, really bad pencil drawing and sent it to David.
And he handled the rest.
and there was a lot of phone calls, a lot of back and forth, screen sharing, so on and so forth for the last 2 years. The funny and scary part is we had a booth booked and paid for space at SHOT Show with no product. The test gun I just showed you, we fired for the first time on December 15th.
Wow.
I remember that. I remember that.
Yeah.
And SHOT Show was a month away.
Right. Yeah. So we literally fired that, and then it's like, okay, we're off. Let's do this. And we were literally the week before SHOT Show getting shipments of parts in, literally a day or two before we left, and putting them together. But you know, we wanted to make sure that we put out a product people would have faith in. So we spent the last 2 years on the engineering just to make sure that when we put this out and people pick it up, whether they're going hunting, just going to the range, or they need to defend their family, they can 100% have faith it's going to do what it needs to do. That's why I said my wife actually ran this test truck gun over twice with our truck. We slammed it on rocks. It's been thrown over 20 feet in the air.
Wow.
And every time it opened, closed, it locked, and it dropped an entire magazine of ammo.
Nice. Very nice.
And I got to tell you, TJ, when you hold these rifles, they feel solid. I've held a lot of ARs, and some of them, when you hold them, they're nice and light. But man, I don't know if I want anything that light. Or when you hold them, they just feel chintzy. You know what I mean? When you hold these rifles, they feel solid, man. It feels like you're holding a damn good product. And just like my Glock, man, it's like sometimes you grab a freaking high point, you know?
No, you don't.
Exactly. Then you grab a Glock. It's like, yeah, this is what fits, you know? And it's such
you
a
throw
great
the high point at the intruder while you can get to your Glock.
Exactly. That's it, brother.
It's a blunt object.
Yep, exactly. That's it, man. But yeah, SHOT Show was a great time. A lot of people in the booth. We had some whiskey and bourbon. It was just such a great time, man. And we were in. At first, I thought our spot wasn't really good because I was like, man, we're on the back wall. But that was a main thoroughfare where everybody was coming through, and we were not too far from a lot of the big booths, and everybody was just. We were on a corner, and everybody had to turn there, and wherever they went, Keith was there. Hey, can I show you this? Hey, can I show you that? And the whole team was just amazing, man.
I'm thinking maybe Keith was a car salesman.
Nope. You were close though.
He's a great salesman there. He's just pulling people and hey, come on over here.
I've spent the last 19 years running finance departments for car dealerships.
There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
So the salesman, just not the actual car. He sold you the Gap insurance.
Yeah, you got me.
All right, hold on. That was too funny. But dude, I mean, where's 51Fifty gonna bring us here? Like in the near future, not the far future. We're gonna talk about that, but the near future. Where are we going?
So by the end of the year, our evolved rifle will evolve itself, and it'll be fully ambidextrous,
Nice.
Meaning there will actually be 2 ejection ports on the gun. You saw a little sample of that in our booth, and you will actually be able to change the direction of ejection from left to right or right to left, however you need to. So we're going to jokingly say no lefty behind.
Nice.
The lefties do get left behind. My brother's a lefty, and one of my 3 daughters is a lefty as well. So when we do these charity shoots like we did last April for Veteran Outdoors here in Georgetown, 30% of the people who came out to shoot our rifle for the 1,000-yard challenge were lefties.
No kidding.
Yeah.
Wow.
And I've actually seen people shoot lefty with a right-handed rifle, and the brass goes right in front of their face.
Right.
That's
Well, we had a couple people in the booth that also said they're right-handed, but they're left eye dominant, so they shoot left-handed, which means brass in the face.
see that, and that's me. And like when I have a handgun, I point this eye, but with a rifle, I use this eye, and I it works for me just fine because I'm used to it.
Right.
But I can't even picture trying to shoot a rifle left-handed. I can't even fake it.
Well,
when
you
left-handed, test them for me because I don't shoot left-handed.
Yeah.
in a tactical environment, urban setting, how easy is it to change that ejection port? Because sometimes you have to switch up. You know, you make it a corner, you got to use your left shoulder. So
you're gonna have to pop your gun open. You're gonna pull the bolt out. You're gonna twist the bolt face 135 degrees and drop it back in, and that changes. Yeah.
Okay, so it's a little bit of a process. It's not like on the fly.
It's still less than 2 minutes.
Okay.
But
my upper comes off in 2 seconds. So
yeah.
if they trained on it, you know, in a law enforcement setting, if they were training on it, then that's something that
they can get down to within.
They could probably do it in less than a minute if they were practicing and drilling.
And that's what I was gonna say, less than 30 seconds, because his rifles just snap right open. You know, it's just a matter of taking the bolt and twisting it and then putting it back together. So with practice, I'm pretty sure I could do it in about 30 seconds. Sound like a challenge?
I was gonna say I hear a challenge coming on.
Dun dun dun.
There you go. But yeah, man, these rifles are pretty great. They're at 51Fifty Rifles. They're gonna be right here or up there. And make sure you follow them on all their Instagram and Facebook and everywhere they go, man. Because
we can't leave David out of this. David, I wouldn't be here without our partner David, Optimum. You know, Optimum Parts Company is their official website, but you know, and all of which, I mean, we invited you. I know you got a prior commitment. We got the launch party officially February 19th here in Liberty Hill at Round 2 Ammo. Round 2 Inspector Holsters are being gracious enough to host us for a launch party.
Dude, and those guys are great too, man. Steve and Matt, they're great guys. I went over there and I got Kim a SIG from there for Christmas, and Steve's made me my hostess for my 19 and my 43, and they're just badass, man. I wear them everywhere I go.
Oh, those that thick Kydex.
Yeah, the thickness matters, baby. Thickness matters.
Thick like my head.
I like your skull.
What?
Hey, I warned you, brother. I warned you. You know, but yeah,
Pull the guardrail.
First guardrail.
Bing bong.
But Spectre Hosters, man. Spectre Hosters is up in Liberty Hill along with R2 Ammo, and the launch party is February 19th. You should go to that there, DJ, because I have a prior commitment that I accepted before I knew about this. But go check it out. It's going to be at R2 Ammo in Liberty Hill. And again, I'll post all the details on my Facebook. Make sure you follow it there. And again, we got Keith Berry from 51Fifty Rifles. And dude, it's just SHOT Show was amazing, dude. It's my first SHOT Show. It's your third or fourth, fifth,
fourth or fifth.
Yeah, and I'm still. It ended like a week ago, and I'm still stoked that I went. I'm still totally stoked that I went. You know, I'm still talking. Dude, SHOT Show was great. And
we're already counting you in the list to be in the booth next year. So
hey,
he was busting from the scenes. Are you kidding me? When he found out he was going, he couldn't contain himself over there.
Yeah, I was actually when one time when you called me, I was actually on doing a podcast with Dutch Moyer, and we were just getting ready to start when you called me and told me that it was done. And I'm sitting here talking like this, and I was like, dude. I got so stoked. It was freaking incredible because I've been trying to go for 20 years and I couldn't, you know?
Right.
And it was just.
Well, you're part of the family. So, yeah. You have an obligation third week of January every year.
Hey, I'm in, brother. I'm in. You ain't got to tell me that twice. But, you know, we're only about 20 minutes in. And I just realized that I always dedicate the podcast to somebody. All right. Okay. I always dedicate the podcast to somebody special. And we're going to take I'm gonna pour me a hit of American bourbon here.
Okay. Yeah, I'm almost out of. I'm drinking
Hold
Eagle
on.
Rare tonight.
Yeah, I'm gonna tap Gary's bottle that you left. Yeah.
And it's just something I've been doing since the very beginning. Lead Slingers, there we go.
That's your bottle, bro. You left
Oh,
it.
that's good. Have you tried their bourbon yet? I've heard it's pretty good. That's their whiskey, but they got a bourbon too that's supposed to be pretty good.
That's the bourbon there. They have a rye. They have
The
a
rye is fantastic.
Yeah, the rye is awesome. I'm not too crazy on the napalm that they have because it's like a
That's that spice rum.
yeah,
right?
yeah, yeah.
Cinnamon rum.
yeah,
nah,
it's
I'm
like a
out.
fireball.
Yeah, no, thank you.
So
I like my taste buds, so I'm good.
Now, I'm not a drinker at all. At all.
He's a
This is
smoker.
rare.
he's a smoker.
Yeah.
I heard that.
I'm an idiot.
Vicious rumor.
So, like I said, I always dedicate the podcast to somebody because it's something that I've done since the very beginning, and I just pick random people out of the blue. And I forgot to do it at the beginning of this podcast. So this episode 90, I'm gonna dedicate to U.S. Navy First Class Petty Officer Ron Berry for his service in Vietnam and for raising a brilliant young man like yourself, Keith.
Yeah.
Ron, this episode's for you.
Salute.
I actually didn't forget to do it in the beginning. I just didn't want to get all up in your feels before the podcast started. So
I appreciate that.
And I believe it was 5 years ago that we lost him.
Yes, 5 years today.
5 years today. Which at the very beginning I was like, oh man, that's the same day as Jonathan. You know, that's the same day as Jonathan. But this podcast for your dad, brother.
I appreciate that. Thank you.
So I've known TJ for a long time. He was a firefighter up in New York. And he became a firefighter after 9/11. He's like, you know what? I got to go serve. So that's why he's got that golden axe behind him. And
Right. Firefighter of the year.
Nice.
and he's a New York refugee. Lives down near Charleston, South Carolina now.
Okay.
And of course we know that he's got some serious cancer issues that he's going to kick ass with. And
He's going to beat it, and then he's just going to come to SHOT Show next year, right?
there we go.
Ooh.
There. Don't get all up in his feels now. But
Let me tell you, last time Gary hung out with me and we did an event together, it ended with Gary sitting on the curb.
it's
You're
on,
gonna have to give me more. You're gonna have to give me more. Go into more detail later, brother, because that sounds like a funny story.
it was a funny story. It was a funny story.
Yeah, brother.
But yeah, man. So these rifles. I mean, so you fire these rifles, all right? Because I want to stay in the rifle thing. You fire these rifles. Are they on the money?
Well, we literally only had time because of how late we were running, getting things ready for SHOT Show to fire the one that we ran over. No issues on the money. Actually, we had this couple out who lives near us that they shoot 3-gun together. Gene and Christy. They actually go by the couple that shoots together, and they are very competitive with each other. And Gene picked up the rifle right after we either threw it or ran it over. And we taken the optic off and to run it over. And he was literally bing, 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 right on steel.
Nice.
And in competition with his wife, again, no optic on there. And she didn't hit the steel as many times.
Oh.
She is going to kick my ass if she sees this for saying this on your podcast. But I got to give credit where it's due, and Gene won.
Somebody just hit him with the gong. You know, remember the gong show? Somebody just hit him with the gong. I think I saw a cane come out and try to pull him off.
I'm telling you, shit is real, man.
Shit is real. Shit is getting real.
Easy, Cardi.
So-
Easy, Cardi.
So yeah, no, because when you get these rifles produced, how long are you looking at production time? What's your follow-up time? I mean, what are you looking at right now?
Right now, if someone places an order, they're looking at 6 to 8 weeks, and that's just because of things that are outside my control. You know, our partner David at Optimum, he produces the upper, the lower, the handguard, the muzzle brake, his optic mounts, the backup sights. And until we bring internally the barrels, gas blocks, and bolt carriers,
right?
I'm at supply chain mercy like everybody else.
Right. And like
the company, yeah.
And that's not odd to be 6 to 8 weeks out now, where in any when you order anything. So that's about right where it's supposed to be. You know?
That said, the people we have partnered with to produce our barrels, grips, so on and so forth, have been meeting or beating that expectations. So I don't foresee any issues with delivering on time or early.
All right, and I know we can't hold you down to this, but to give the people an idea, what's the price range that these things are going to go for, more or less? After everything, we're looking at $1,500, $1,600.
They're going to be the high 1,700s up to 2,000s, depending on how the consumer equips their rifle, because there is options.
Right.
So everybody can make their rifle different, and everybody likes something different than,
Right.
Yeah.
You don't want to have a driveway full of white Priuses.
Exactly. I don't want any Prius in my driveway. That's that high point we were talking about.
A Prius. Dude said a freaking Prius over there. Like, what? A Prius? Tell me you don't drive a Prius, Keith. Come on.
Oh, no, I drive a Ram truck.
Yeah,
Yes.
me too. Good. All right. So you got some of your testosterone back there now.
Wait, hold on. There we go. That's better.
There we go. But once again, that price range is right about where everybody's at, so it's very competitive. I mean, it's not expensive, it's not cheap. You get what you pay for.
Our guns come standard with partners. We partner with Elfman Tactical for the triggers and safety. So our guns out of the box is coming with a better safety than pretty much everybody on the market, as far as I know of. This is a trigger most people upgrade to, and it's standard in our guns. And our guns do come with a hard case, so you're not walking out of there with a $1,800 gun in a cardboard box.
Right. Nice.
So
nice. So getting back to SHOT Show, what was your favorite part? Other than me being there, what was your favorite part?
Hold on a second.
I was fanboying over Gary Brugman being in our booth.
Oh man, so many people are gonna be like, he did not just say that. His head's big enough already.
I did say that, but they would have to be in our booth to understand the chaos that we lived through and had fun. The whole experience for us, like I said, it's not my first SHOT Show, but even the people who were kind of at first blowing us off, ending up circling back later to have a beer with us and say, you know what, dude, everybody's talking about your booth and that you guys, and even if they weren't interested in our product, whatever, I don't care. Not everybody's going to like our gun. I get it. You know what? At the end of the day, though, we can have a beer. We can be friends. We can make new contacts, expand our circles. There ain't no reason we can't do that, and the fact that, Couture hung out with us for 3 hours. He was only supposed to be in our booth an hour.
Yep.
And he was there for 3 hours. And he, I went to shake his hand and say, thanks for doing this for us, Randy. He actually put his arm around me and hugged me. He's like, dude, this was so much fun. Thanks.
Yeah.
Wow. So, and in the car business, we used to say there's an ass for every seat. No matter how ugly the car is, someone's going to go, oh my God, I love that thing. I want it. And I guess on our side, the equivalent would be there's a trigger for every finger, or a finger for every trigger. And, we think that the reception was fantastic. We had a few naysayers, of course, and the majority of them actually turned around and said, wow, now that I'm looking at the product and how it functions and the design and everything, what was put into the attention to detail, they came over to our side and they believed in the product as well.
And
what's the guarantee on the weapon?
So it's a limited lifetime guarantee. So if you're out doing some hillbilly shit and you throw it in a fire pit, I ain't taking care of you. But at the end of the day, your house burns down or the gun fails you, don't worry about it. Craftsmanship, workmanship, parts, we're going to take care of you. We're going to back our gun. Nice.
Because Gary had a serious incident. You want to talk about the Tavor?
Yep. I had a Tavor X95, and I'm still fighting with Federal over this because I ran a 300 blackout through it. It was a 5.56. Now, but here's the thing, Keith. Here's the thing. I was shooting handguns the whole time, and I broke out the Tavor, and I broke out a fresh box of ammo, and I loaded 2 magazines with 10 rounds each. I had no other ammo out. Had I fired a few magazines, had I had some more or got it out of a bag, I doubt myself. It was the first box I pulled, and I got a witness, and there was a 300 blackout round, and I've gone through a couple of things on the internet, and it's happened. It's happened before with Federal, you know.
Okay.
So obviously my rifle blew up on me. You know how the Tavors have that right side ejection port, but you can switch it to the left as well. Well, that plate blew out. Magazine blew out. I have it right here still. Magazine blew out. Yeah.
Oh.
All the way through, and it split. Split right here.
I bet. Yeah.
And I got some cuts and bruises and stuff. Tavor said, hey, you know, that they were cool. They'll replace it and ship it for a nominal fee, which was almost full price. You know, so basically I was kind of getting the shipping for free, you know, and I'm like, but, you know, guys, this is, you know, and no dice. And Federal is giving me a hard time, but I think they're starting to cave. So if I can get them to pay half of it, I'll pay the other half, you know. But
it wasn't negligence on your part. That was, you know, unfortunately human error on Federal's part, and they should stand behind it because it's going to happen in an ammo factory.
Right. And like I said, the guy from Federal tells me, you know, yeah, I've heard this story before, or whatever, you know. I said, yeah, I bet you've told this story before too, because obviously you guys don't make mistakes. And I would totally have doubted myself had I fired more than one magazine or more than one box.
Wait. So Federal hires a completely perfect human staff?
That's, according to them, they do. Yes. According to them, they do. So, but yeah, so that's what happened. I guess that's why he was asking that question, man, you know?
Yeah.
You were so excited when you got that Tavor.
If it's negligence, obviously I'm not going to take care of it.
Right, you know? Right. And I get that.
Because I've seen a lot of videos where like, let's see what happens if.
Yep.
Yeah, I'm not
on the ranch.
Hold my beer. Watch this. You know. But yeah, man. Again,
you know how many nurses have said, you know, what happened? Well, I said to my buddy, "Hold my beer. Watch this."
Exactly.
And now we're here meeting you.
Exactly. So again, I got Keith Berry from 51Fifty Rifles up. 51Fifty Rifles up in Georgetown, Texas. We just got back from SHOT Show. He makes a great product. Make sure you keep listening to this podcast.
Gary's voice is still raspy from SHOT Show.
No, brother, it was raspy before I got there, right, Keith? I was losing my voice before I got there. I got most of it back.
Well, the night out drinking with Scott probably didn't help.
No. Anytime being with Scott doesn't help. Every time me and Scott go out, it's like, you know how this is gonna end up. We're like, yep, let's do it anyway. Let's do it anyway. But yeah, Scott from Warfire Tobacco, that's my brother. He helps me out every time I need him. They're 3.5 miles down the road from me, so I'm always there. Shit, I was there yesterday borrowing a table for my buddy's campaign. He's running for Texas land commissioner, Victor Avila. And we were down in George West. So we needed a table, and I didn't have one. He forgot his. So, Scott, you got a table? Oh, yeah, go get it. So he bailed me out once again.
We had a nice conversation with Scott yesterday. We're going to see if we can put together something for SHOT Show next year.
Outstanding. Next year is going to be good, too. I'm already excited. I'm booking my room.
Yeah. Start drinking your emergency now, bud.
No shit, man.
Start hydrating.
Oh, man. Yeah. Mama D had those packs put aside. Man, that saved my ass. She wasn't looking. I was like, I'm taking another one. I must have drank 3 of them in one day when I was recovering. But I got a question for you, Keith. While we were at SHOT Show, did we sponsor any shooters? Did we sponsor somebody?
Yeah, so
why is it every time I ask you a question you roll your eyes like, can I answer?
He's looking for the right to get approval for answering the question.
I've got 4 other people in the room here with me. They're babysitting, make sure, I get the
Well, you need to make it less obvious because
David and I agreed to sponsor Nate Schmidt. 15-year-old kid is a machine, hardworking, great kid. His parents are phenomenal. His mom's a riot. And we're going to be sponsoring him. His rifle contract with his current rifle supplier doesn't end until next season. So we've just committed in advance. He's going to be joining our team. But because Optimum and I are Optimum and 51Fifty are essentially one and the same as far as we're concerned, Optimum is giving him his scope mount this year. We will be on his jerseys this year. And he is part of the 5150 family now.
Awesome.
And then Kevin Kalinda, he's also known as the Kilted 3-gunner. And yes, he shoots in a kilt.
Nice.
Former Marine.
That explains it.
Works for Athlon Optics, who is the optic company we did primarily use. And we're bringing him on. He actually starts running our guns this season. So here, actually at the launch party, we'll be presenting his guns. We have them on display in the booth. I'm going to make a couple more tweaks to them before the competition season begins. And we'll present them to him actually at the launch party. He's flying out from Kansas. And it looks like we might have signed 2 more female shooters.
Nice.
One I will for sure wrap up tomorrow. And the other one, we have to wait till her rifle contract expires.
Still, you're doing big things. You're moving out there and you're getting the name out and you're doing everything that you're supposed to do to make this company go through the roof.
Yes. And,
nice.
And the big thing about us and our business model is we don't view people that come to work with us as employees. We want them to be family. And the same with the people, the shooters we sponsor. If they don't fit in our family and they don't fit what we want to do as a company in our image, then I don't care that they might have 200,000 followers or whatever. They don't fit us as a family, then we're not doing it.
There you go.
And I can attest that they make you feel like family, because that's what they made me feel like when I was there. So
it's all about the vibe.
And I spent a lot of time with the Blackwater guys, because I know a bunch of those guys. Mm-hmm. And I spent a lot of time with them after parties and dinner and in their booth. And a gentleman came up and saw my name tag and he goes, "Oh, yeah, they just sponsored my son." And I was like, I didn't know what to say. I was like, "Oh, welcome to the family." That's exactly what I told him. That's exactly what I told him.
Good answer.
I didn't know what else to say, because I hadn't heard about it. This is the first I asked Keith about it. So
yeah. We worked that out, I believe, Wednesday. Yes.
Yeah. Because I was there on Thursday.
Yeah. So
that's when he told me.
Yeah. So I've actually been emailing his mom to get the graphics to him for their jerseys. So he will have our wolf head
nice,
riding proud on his chest.
And nice. I will. I've got some good big gun store connections that we'll talk to you later about. And because we need to sell some rifles.
You don't know nobody, Brugman.
I don't know anybody.
You don't know nobody.
Can you help us, Big Daddy? Yeah, he don't know nobody.
He's the one that don't know anybody. He knows me.
I'm just a sidekick.
Yeah, man. But getting back to some other things that were happening at SHOT Show. I heard Donald Trump Jr. was there. I didn't see him. I was looking for him.
2 aisles over from us.
No way.
Yes.
Son of a. Damn it.
He was actually in one of our vendors' booths.
No kidding.
It's just 2 aisles down.
Damn it. I had 3 sightings, and every time I got there, like, no, he's gone. No, he's gone. Dude, I was running around like the freaking little hobbling bunny, man. I was like, because my heels were killing me.
Has anybody seen Don Jr.?
Bro, because when you're at SHOT Show, it will take you 40 minutes to get to another side of the show.
Dude, I know. I was on FaceTime with you. That shit was crazy.
And that's if you're on the same floor. That doesn't count if you got to change floors.
Yeah. And
buildings.
Gary told me there's something across the street. Yeah.
Dude, so Pat Chops was there as well. I had a good time with Pat Chops while we were there. Lisa Michulik was there. Lena Michulik was there.
Michulik? Yeah.
Yep. She was awesome, bro. So she was hanging out at the Venetian. We were in the bar, and I was with Scott. And Scott's like, "Hey, is that?" I was like, "It sure is." So I went and asked her for a picture. And then everybody just like swarmed her, man. She goes, "This is your fault." I was like, "Well, that's what you get for being so damn good, you know?"
Yeah. Was it Tuesday night? Tuesday night. It was Tuesday or Wednesday night. We went to dinner at Grand Lux, and we walk in, and we saw Eli, Black Rifle. Said hi to him real quick. We sit down. I turn around. Chuck Liddell's walking in, so I went over and said hi to Liddell. And then I sit back down, and I look over, and Lanny Oakley, the Olympic gold medal shooter, is literally sitting at the table across from us. I was like, this is one hell of a night.
Yep.
SHOT Show.
Yep, and that's the night that it was 5:30 in the morning when I walked out of the Venetian. I got back. I think Steve was getting up, or he was still in bed. I don't remember, but I was just done. I was done for that day. It was a good time.
He said you got in about an hour before he got up.
What's the time zone difference?
2 hours.
Guys?
2 hours.
2 hours.
Yeah. 2 hours from here, 3 from you.
Yeah.
But dude, I mean, I hadn't been to Vegas since 2009, so it was a really, really good time. I got to walk around. I saw my buddy Nathan from Jester's Tactical. You know, the big bearded Viking wannabe guy.
Yeah,
So-
no, I had a lot of contact with him since SHOT Show, and he drank a lot of our beer. Yep, yeah, there he is.
Yep,
Yeah.
Sheets with drawers. Hold on.
That guy.
Oh,
Uh-oh. Here comes the Merkin.
Here comes the Merkin.
you got a Jester's Tactical fake beard?
He's a little obsessed.
Dude,
with that Canadian.
honestly, a couple of years ago at the Shadow Warriors thing, this was Ryan Weaver's. He came in wearing it in a hippie outfit, and then I found it on a chair. I said, "Oh, that's Ryan's. I'm gonna give it to him." Haven't seen him again since when I've had it. So I said, "You know what?"
That's where you got COVID from. You got COVID.
No,
from
but that was the next year. That was the next year. So I'm like, you know what? That's my Merkin now. That's my Merkin now.
Sorry, Weave.
Sorry, Weave.
He'll get over it. Don't worry about it.
Isn't Ryan supposed to come down soon? Is he coming down for the launch party? Have we invited him?
I actually have not reached out to Ryan since before SHOT, because I called him to see if he was going to SHOT, and he said not this year. I offered to get him credentials if he needed them. He said he wasn't going this year, so I haven't had a chance since you were with him in Dallas. I had talked to him last a little bit before that. So
okay, yeah, no, Weave's a good dude, man. He's freaking awesome. But
Weave.
I'm really, really excited to shoot one of these rifles soon, and
and probably owning one.
yeah, well, I'm gonna own one. That's without a doubt. That's without a doubt. But dude,
we'll have to have Steve paint up a Gary Brugman podcast rifle.
There you go.
That'd be
Make sure
sick.
we get it right.
That would be sick.
Let's make sure we get it right.
That would be
let's see. OD Green. OD Green. But nah, to everybody watching, man, again, check out 51Fifty Rifles. It's 51, the number 51, word 50, rifles.com. And again, it'll be here, and it'll be at the end of the credits again. And check them out, man, because these firearms are amazing. The rapid action cams, it comes apart in 2 seconds, and it's adjustable, 3 to 14 pounds.
You got it.
3 to 14 pounds, you know, and you know, if you're one of my brothers that's a fellow vet that's got some hand injuries, or you're old like me and your arthritis is kicking in, I mean, dude, this is what you need. This is what you need. You know, this is exactly what you need. And
Gary, say arthritis again.
Arthritis.
Arthritis.
Hey, I say police too, you know.
That's all right. My wife says sword.
Sword.
Cool whip.
Cool whip.
He's telling me I'm number one right now.
Yeah, with a bullet.
Exactly. Dude, is that a red dot on your forehead that I see, Keith?
You got a red, a green. Looks like a Christmas tree.
We don't own any red dots.
Dude, but again, Optimum Parts, that David, from the get-go, man, right from Jump Street, he was on my ass, man. On my ass. Dude, you're ruining the picture. Dude, you're crowding the booth. Dude, you're crowding the booth.
Big Daddy, we actually had a group text for everybody in our booth and everybody in our group. And I said, hey, everybody meet Gary. I put Gary on it. Gary says, hi, everybody. David goes, shut up. You didn't have permission to talk?
Yep. I was like, I said, well, shit. You know, I wasn't told that part, you know.
We get in the booth and David walks up to you and goes, you can talk now.
Dude, from Jump Street, he was on me, man. But again,
David's 5'8" on a good day.
Yeah. Yeah, no shit. I could kick a field goal with him. No, but dude, honestly, just watching him perform and working on these guns and just his engineering expertise, the way he looked at it and dealt with it and fixed it, I was like, you know, because I'm a pretty good mechanic, but when it comes to, like, you know, troubleshooting, I'm a parts monkey. It's like, you tell me what it is, I can change the part. You know, when it comes to troubleshooting and figuring something out, that's not me.
God bless the Chilton's manual.
Exactly. And tell me about Jay. Where's he coming to the picture?
Jay. Oh, Michael.
Is it Michael?
His real name is Mike.
Okay, because he was telling everybody his name's Jay.
Yeah, that's for his own reasons.
Okay.
Mike actually.
What?
Mike.
What?
Come on, Big Daddy Roughneck, keep up.
Oh, I'm keeping up, but who the hell does shit like that?
Big Daddy Roughneck.
You tell me your name is Jay, and I see your badge, and it says Michael. I'm gonna call you on it.
When you see the badges next year, we're gonna have some fun with those names,
Right.
So Michael actually is the engineer who came up with the ambidextrous system with the 2 ejection ports.
Oh, wow.
He owns the patent. Those 4 rifles he had, he designed them and everything. And now David actually now has acquired those patents and will be sharing that technology with us.
Nice.
Nice.
Love it when the plan comes together. And dude, if you wanted to get your ear talked off about ARs, this was the guy to do it, man. I mean, David was amazing when it came to like the whole engineering part of it, but this guy, just the details and everything was just incredible.
This guy over here.
It was just incredible.
He's been part of, I think, over 60 patents in his life.
Yep.
Wow.
He talked about that at the booth. I think he said 50 or 60. Yeah.
Yep.
That's somebody who knows how to file paperwork.
Yeah, and a lot of it is, that's what it is, man. A lot of it, that's what it is.
Yep.
But just his expertise and the way he just talked about everything was just, it blew my mind. You know, he started, but then again, he wouldn't stop. He just kept on and on, and I was like, dude, I've learned more in the last 5 minutes than I've learned in 20 freaking years in the military. You know.
You do a lap around SHOT Show, you come back, picks right up where you left off.
Yeah, he didn't even notice I was gone. He was just still there talking.
Yeah, he thought you were there.
Exactly.
He's a hell of a guy, though. Hell of a guy.
Yep. But yeah, man. So do you have plans on doing any other showcases other than the launch party? You have anything lined up, range days or anything like that?
Actually, we've been in talks about doing a range day. Haven't started working out the details on that yet. We're looking at trying to do NRA show. David and I and Danielle haven't worked out the details on that. We will be at the Texas 3-Gun Championship in April. And our shooters will be there. And then I think we're going to be attending or possibly being a minor sponsor in the DC Project shoot up in June.
Okay.
That's up in Missouri. That's everything we have in the works for right now, that I know for sure is going on. But there's been a lot of talk and a lot of requests for a range day where, obviously we supply the guns and ammo and people just get to come out and beat them up and make things go boom.
A lot of people have been asking me about that, even at SHOT Show.
So
expensive day.
It will be. Thank God one of our partners is R2 Ammo in Liberty Hill. Nice. Because he may be able to help us out a little bit with some ammo for that occasion. We're actually building him one for him to go on a pig hunt. He's going to, we're building a 45 ACP that he's going to shoot a pig with incendiary 45 ACP.
Holy shit.
So literally, boom, the head just exploding.
So he's going to kill the pig and cook it at the same time.
There you go.
There you go.
Pulled pork.
Oh, and David says hi to you, Gary.
Hello, David. Is he there?
Make it more inappropriate.
Hello,
none of these people
David.
want to show their faces over there? Like, what, witness protection or something? What's going on?
Yeah, no. Kat says she didn't put on her makeup.
Well, I saw her earlier today. She don't need makeup. She looks just fine.
Well, the truth is, Kat's boyfriend Steve didn't put on his makeup.
Aha! See, there we go. There we go. The truth comes out. The truth comes out. But yeah, man.
Some fine bourbon, so who cares?
Don't make me.
He had to hit the mute button.
Don't make me laugh.
My mom's sitting here too. She says hi.
Hi, Mom.
Hi, Mom.
So
how you doing?
So, brother, we got about 10 minutes left. I wanna talk about some more about where we're going with this, because we got some shows lined up. We got production going. We got parts being made. You got contacts being made that want guns. I know your website's under construction. A lot of it's up there. The gallery's up there, and some of the guns are up there. People have been asking me about merch. So,
so the shirt, you remember that?
Yep.
There we go.
Yeah, buddy.
We actually, so we have the rack shirts in red and green. We have men's and women's hats. We have red and white decals. And thanks to our friends and brothers over at Pat Shops, USPS lost our shipment we're supposed to have for SHOT Show. But we do have, I don't know where mine went. Oh. We got patches.
Yes.
Nice.
Yeah.
Yes.
So, men's hat,
Nice.
women's hats,
Sweet.
obviously green shirt, and thank you, Mama D. Red shirt,
Yeah, that's what I want right there.
North
Red.
American flag, our wolf head.
The wolf. Nice.
Yep. It's hard to see. Red and white decals.
Oh, you got decals up there too?
Got decals too.
Nice.
Our company mascot's in the other room because the wolf head is actually based on because, well, he would be screaming at the top of his lungs right now.
Roger that. Roger that. So, and all of this is available through your website, right? 51Fifty.
It's all available for our website. Our media guru, Kat, is in charge of all of that.
Nice.
There will be more shirts. There might even be some whiskey or pint glasses coming too.
Yes, that's what we wanted to hear right there. I need one. I've only got two. I live alone. It's just me. But bro, whenever you want to come back on this podcast, you're more than welcome. You can come and just give me a shout. Yeah, and just come out and hang out with us. Talk about 51Fifty.
Anytime you guys need a slot filled, just call me. I'll do it.
Roger that. And you know, we talk about rifles, we talk about other kind of stuff as well. You know,
I like bourbon, I like cigars, I like cars, whatever.
Yep, exactly. Dude, you got to see his truck. His truck's wicked, man. His truck is wicked. But it's a Dodge, but it's wicked.
Oh, stop with your shit.
Yeah, no thanks. Thank you, man.
Love you, brother. Love you. And again, brother, from my heart, I can't thank you enough for allowing me to go to SHOT Show with your crew and your team. And I promise next time I'm going to help out a whole bunch more. I'm going to help out a whole bunch more.
You were there on the day we needed you most. You were there on the day to help corral everything in the chaos when Couture was there, which God bless him for being willing to do that for us and help us out. We're hopefully going to work something out to do a limited edition Randy Couture rifle. And the proceeds will actually go to his charity. So hopefully I'll have more information on that soon. We're going to be talking to him and his COO to try and work that out.
Dude, he was he strutted in with his hat and his scarf and his credentials, and just strutted in so smoothly and just sat there and just stood there and was just a genuine guy, bro. You know?
Yeah.
No,
very soft-spoken. Yeah.
No ego.
Very humble, nice guy.
Very, man. Very. Not what I expected.
You got to watch out for. You got to watch out for those guys.
Yeah.
Yep. They're the ones that'll bust you in the chops and you wake up next week.
They don't show any emotion.
Yep. No, and dude, and when you talk to him, he just stood there and listened to what you had to say, which is amazing from, people like of his stature,
Yeah.
A lot of people are like, really? That's nice, But dude, he was so genuine.
He was showing us videos of his shooting trips with his girlfriend on his phone. He's like, watch this. I didn't tell her to put tannerite in the target.
Yeah. And that was cool seeing her too, because I've met her before at other events, and she wants to make a Coast Guard film, because mainly there's only like The Guardian with Kevin Costner. That's like the only Coast Guard movie out there. She wants to make another one. Yeah,
nice.
She wants to make another one, and when I was talking to her at the other event, she's like, "You're the only Coast Guard guy I know." And she says, as soon as I told her, I said, "We've met before in Dallas at this." I said, "I'm the Coast Guard guy." She goes, "We still need to make that movie." That's the first thing she said to me, which is pretty awesome. But yeah, man, thank you for allowing me to be there. Thank you for introducing me to your family, to the missus, and for just being the guy you are, man. It's been awesome.
The whole
you were loved by
5150
all.
clan.
She sends her love from off screen here, and hope we can get together soon, man.
All right, brother. And whatever you need, you just shout out to me. I'm not too far away. I'm only an hour and a half away from you. If you need help with anything and I'm free, I'll be there.
I appreciate it.
You ready to roll this out there, Big Daddy?
Let's do it. Oh, yeah. Well, that concludes this episode of the Gary Brugman Podcast. Please like and subscribe on social media. I'm your man's Big Daddy Roughneck saying stay frosty and always watch your six.
Well, people, that's episode 90 for you. Thank you to my brother Keith Berry for being here. It's always awesome seeing you, brother. Thank you so much.
Thank you.
Y'all take care. Stay safe. Stay vigilant. Be savage. God bless y'all. God bless Texas. And God bless America. And hold on. That's almost a wrap. Not yet.
Wrap it up.